like you guys put a huge premium on direct action in this group, right? Like activism in the streets. And, or am I wrong with that?
It's a thing we do.
It's a thing you do, but it's a huge premium in this
I would
conversation.
put a broader definition of direct action.
And so I think, and I think that what would be useful and important to hear discussed is what else you put premiums on and what's that connected to, and other kinds of things that that people do that are not that kind of, it's not that activity towards social change.
It's interesting because
it's not to disconnect it from that, because we started by saying that people have been fired from NGOs for engaging in direct action and blah, blah, blah.
For organizing.
No, I don't think you did say organizing.
Well, Alex, it would be interesting. I mean, one of the things that we talk about a lot is, I think there may be a misconception. I don't think we put a disproportionate premium on nonviolent civil disobedience, which is probably a different definition and term than direct action. But how we determine its usefulness, not just for the people engaged in it, but for the people who tend to sit in the spectator role, because one of the things that we talk about is the power of a direct action or an act of nonviolent civil disobedience, whether it involves a couple people or massive amounts of people, to promote something we call a psychic break, which actually makes people stop. It jolts them out of their existing daily reality, which we all get very immersed in, and that's the power of doing something that's out of the ordinary and that people recognize as taking a different kind of strength or a different kind of power. It makes them stop and think, it can, in a moment, radically shift an individual's perspective, and in that moment can get them to ask questions that they might not otherwise ask. And so it is something that we do, and it is something that many of us find empowering for ourselves, but it's also the question of strategically how is it useful for the broader world when those actions happen.